You have audio? Hell yeah. Yeah. It's be great. We're gonna hop into things just a mere moment. Dude, I almost kind of fight with myself because I can't fight the Amazon delivery driver because he did not show up to my house, and that was unfortunate. I'm waiting for packages, man. I'm just waiting for packages, and they just didn't show up. That's fine. That's how it be sometimes. We're pinging the Discord.
What's good? What's good? How you doing, Jess? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing?
We chillin'? We chillin'? Also, let me know if you're on the shorts feed, or if you're on like desktop or mobile or TV or something. I'm still doing testing with that stuff because last stream kind of got fucked, but last stream didn't do mathematically as well. I'm still trying to figure that stuff out. How you doing? Hey, we're gonna hop into things just a mere moment. It's gonna be great. Put this here. Put you over here. Put you here. All right. Yeah. I'm chilling. I'm chilling like a villain. Well, that's very cold water. Like that is straight. That's might as well just be ice I just swallowed. Yeah, we're gonna hop into things just a mere moment. This will be great. No, yeah, like fucking had Amazon packages supposed to come in, and so they're one stop away at like 10 a.m. right? I'm like, all right, cool. I'm already up. I'll just chill out, right? And then it kept getting delayed. Stuff happens, right? Whatever. And then the Amazon delivery guy vanished. They said, Amazon told me, we had lost track of the Amazon delivery driver, right? But our order's still on its way. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. I've seen it happen before. And I've never seen before an Amazon message, right, that said, hey, yo, order's still arriving. It'll get here by today. That's weird. Never seen that before. Whatever. Whole day goes by, right? 10:58 p.m. hits, right? I'm home, getting ready for stream, get hit, and it says, hey, yo, stuff might be coming in a couple days. It's like, all right, cool, man, whatever. Oh, I got a Kit Kat right here. I forgot I had a Kit Kat. Might eat that. But yeah, if you're watching the stream right now, pop a like so we get boosted in the fat YouTube algorithm. And it's gonna be great. And if you're watching via the Shorts tab, let me know, and then hop over to the desktop version or the just hit the channel and click the live feature, right? That way you get a view of everything, right? Dude, it is a big. Dude, we got the big boy Kit Kat collab. Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. Type shit. I do recommend watching in the actual stream version, not the shorts version, because you'll be able to see everything. It's gonna be great. How you doing, squirrels? Tough singing. I try my best. But we're gonna hop into things just a mere moment. I keep saying that. I do want to give the stream time to get sent out into the algorithm, you know, so people get into the stream. But at some point, you gotta start the content. You gotta start the content at some point. Let me just double check one thing real quick. Okay, yeah, we're good. Damn. Oh, so I can click like top fans. That's kind of crazy. Kind of goofy. Kind of goofy. Yeah. Make sure you subscribe to become a member of the Carbonation. All right, that's about it for the YouTube stuff. We're about to hop into a video, and it's gonna be great. Which I usually don't do reactions all that often, but since we beat the main quote-unquote story of Legends ZA, I figured we can do a little reaction to something. Mrs. being a bum sleep instead of watch the stream. Dude, honestly, throw water on him. Like, what do you mean he's not here? What do you mean he's not here to watch the video? Okay, so that's not what you're supposed to see. What the fuck, man? My YouTube studio, no. Actually, what the fuck? Why is it not working? What if I do that? That's annoying. Pokemon real, I'd be in prison. Maybe don't admit that. Maybe we don't admit that. Oh wait, I know why this did. Okay, I know exactly why I did that. What if I do this? No, it still didn't work. What the fuck? Pokemon real, I'd be in prison. There's a law against the Pokemon. Said hi? That's it, just said hi. Hello. Why is this thing not working, though? That's a little annoying. I mean, I might just say fuck it, just throw this here, right? Because if I click on this, right, will it work now? It will. Why was it being dumb earlier? No, whatever. Technologia. Yeah. That's enough of the music. Because it is time. It is time for the actual segment of the video. Yeah, I just won't have to be able to look at YouTube stats, which I guess is fine. Actually, no, I still can, I think. Because what if I do this? Guys, we're going to be smart for like a millisecond. It's going to be great. Actually, are we going to be smart? Is it going to be... Oh my god, I'm so intelligent. I'm so intelligent, guys. I know how computers work. That's crazy. Okay, there we go. That's insane. Alright, sweet. Yeah! Pokemon Legends ZA DLC is a new low for Nintendo. That's unfortunate. 100% of his brain power for 10 seconds, and then you become stupid the rest of the... that's how it works. You're already aware. You've been here before, you know. Plus 10 chromosomes. Oh, dude, I need more of them, honestly. Like, the more chromosomes I have, that means the more I can use for brain power. You know? It's like... Alright, No, yeah, just... be smart for 10 seconds. Boom. That's all my brain power for the rest of the stream. Plus 10 chromosomes. Yeah. The Pokemon Legends ZA DLC is new low for Nintendo, which is a very goofy title. Because it's like a clickbaity title. Because like just judging, based off like this thumbnail, which is his thing, right? I'd imagine, he knows the difference between Nintendo and Game Freak. But hey, I don't know. But I've never seen Frogmire before. But Shadow Romy, if not mistaken, brought him up. He said, "Oh yeah, this guy made a video," and I was like, "All right, cool. We'll check it out. Hopefully it's decent." But I imagine it's gonna be a mostly negative video. That's fine. Yeah. I'm all for criticizing the game company that makes game. I think that's fine. Anyway, we're gonna hop into things. Let me know if the audio's like a little buggy. Yeah, I don't really have anything else. Let's go.
4 months, the Pokemon Legends.
What?
After nearly 2
there we
whole
go.
months, the Pokemon Legends ZA DLC has finally released. That's how you...
No, yeah, so the reason why... actually, are we in 1080? Yes, we are. So, yeah, because we don't need the 4040. So the reason why it released 2 months after the game came out was because Legends ZA was delayed. So if he doesn't bring that up, he's already in bad faith. Or he just doesn't know. Who knows?
You know it's good, that it couldn't possibly be cut content, because it just took so long to make. You expect them to delay a game almost 2 full months just to finish it? What are you, insane? No, Pokemon Mega Dimensions is
No, yeah, that's just for like they didn't want the Christmas release. That's it. Because doing DLC on Christmas release just makes more practical sense, right? Like, especially in this economy. I like, yeah, they're going to release the game on like, what was it? Well, when did the game release again? Was it October? Yeah, because like it was like close to X and Y. So like I don't know. I think that's a poor criticism.
something that could have only been released
We're only 20 seconds in. I already disagreeing. Hard disagree.
after the game had already come out for the low price of $30 on top of a $70 game. And boy, was it worth it, because look what kind of fun you can have. You get to do chores, run around copy and pasted city blocks.
No, yeah, they did use the same thing over and over again. That was a little annoying. Mid-October, yeah, there we go. Z. Hi. Hey, what's up? How you doing? Hey. But, yeah, they did copy and paste the whole city block thing. Like, I wish they were at least a little different, you know, because there were sometimes you were just getting the exact same zone over and over and over and over again. It's like, okay, that's kind of annoying. Like, that's a completely fair criticism. The chore thing, it's like, come on, dog. Like, it's an RPG game. You're gonna have tasks.
From a map that was already lackluster,
The map's fine. People just don't like cities. Like, people have not played GTA.
doing menial tasks, but this time under a time limit, because that makes it more exciting.
Makes it more difficult for sure. People were complaining about Pokemon difficulty, and that does technically make it more difficult because it's up to you to have like more time, right? That's completely on you. It's a skill check basically.
All for the privilege of fighting a handful of new Mega Evolutions.
And they're great.
No, this couldn't possibly be cut content. I mean, the
Fresca,
entire
baby.
DLC takes place after you beat
Cut content, technically speaking, right? But like, if it wasn't ready, it wasn't ready, you know. But it also was likely that the DLC was ready by the time ZA was coming out, right? Because this was supposed to be the DLC, right? Was supposed to come out the same time, right? Legends ZA was supposed to come out like what was it, a year or two ago? Like it got delayed. Like Legends ZA got delayed. Like people forget about that, but this game got delayed, and people were very upset about it initially.
the game. So that means it had to have released after the game came out. I mean, that makes sense. What's a post game? Never heard of it. In fact, let me drop the act for a second. If this was a post game, extra content released within the main game after you've beaten the main story, something Pokemon used to be known for, the last Legends game.
No, yeah, that's actually kind of fair. The post game has been thinner and thinner for the most part, but it also depends on like where you quantify the post game. Because like Scarlet Violet's post game is pretty decent.
Legends Arceus, which didn't have any
Arceus.
DLC.
Also, it did have DLC. It was just free DLC. So like you could say it had no paid DLC, but no, like the Legends Arceus DLC is pretty decent. You know, it was mostly like alpha. It's like you get the alpha weirder that way, which is pretty cool. Which I'm pretty sure they showed off in the trailer for it. Because like people don't talk about the Legends Arceus DLC, but it was pretty fun. I enjoyed it.
Had a very extensive post game, but now that has been removed, delayed, and then sold to you later for a whole $30.
I mean, this DLC was not delayed. This DLC was released on time. Legends ZA was the delayed.
And even if it was included, I don't think it'd be worth doing. I paid the
I mean, I had fun with it. And we still need to get the legendaries, right? We still need to get like Groudon, Kyogre, Rayquaza, obviously. So I guess we're not technically finished with it. But who cares about the price? Just pirate it. That's actually kind of funny. Well, actually, that's something crazy is people are having issues, which this is a bit of an off-topic thing. But with the, I don't remember what the name of the Switch 2 emulator is, right? Or the most popular one. But people are having issues with the Mega Pokemon, right? Like Starmie was the biggest one, right? But Sudachi is called Sudachi? Okay. But like, so there was a fucking runs both one. Okay, I didn't know that. It was good to know. But so Starmie, right? Starmie would spawn, and then it would be unbelievably shiny. Just everything would reflect just based off how the code like it has something to do with like how the code was ripped or something. Like they didn't like dump the ROM properly or something. I don't remember the specifics, but some of the battles are like just straight up impossible to do because you just can't see anything. And that was kind of funny. But that's fair. That's really fair. It's like, who cares about the price? Just pirate it. But like, I think a better argument for this DLC is like, is it worth $30 or should it be like knocked down some? Because I personally don't mind a game company saying, "Hey, yo, we made this DLC and we're going to charge money for it." I don't think that's absurd. You know, I'd rather it be free, right? But in this day and age, I'm not too bothered. Like if they made it like, hey yo, $10 DLC, I don't think people would really be complaining all that much. I'm just keeping a stack, you know, or they probably would. I don't know. People complain about everything nowadays.
Price of what a Pokemon game used to cost, and it wouldn't be worth playing even if it was free. That isn't to say that if this was a post game, it couldn't have been good, because the worst part of the entire experience is the padding. The entire DLC can be encapsulated by that one word. It's worthless content that you have to do over and over again.
Yeah, some of the stuff is a bit repetitive. That's true. But for the most part, you can breeze through it. Like, I didn't have too many, like, even throughout our entire time of, like, playing through the DLC, like, we were kind of just sitting down and chatting a whole bunch of time. That was a lot of the time that we were doing just on the stream. Because, like, I live streamed the entire gameplay of it, right? There was also a stream that got cut short because, like, Wi-Fi issues. But apart from that, we kind of breezed through it. It wasn't that long. Like, we didn't really have a lot of issues, like, padding stuff. And I do enjoy this, like, donut system. I'm gonna keep it stacked. If he complains about donut system, it's like, okay, you're just being weird. Because, like, who doesn't like Poffins from Gen 4 or Pokeblocks from Gen 3? I think they're goofy and fun. You know? The berry blender from Heart Gold Soul Silver. Like, I think they're goofy little things that give you more reasons to have, like, berries and stuff.
Intentionally put in to extend the playtime.
You can skip the whole cutscene, by the way.
To convince people it's worth paying for. Now, if it was free and included in the game, like it should have been to begin with, given that ZA is an unfinished mess.
Wait, are you complaining about the game not working when it... Hold on. Let me... Wait, hold on. It's trying to go back with the
and then they wouldn't
fucking volume slider. Hold on. So let me get this straight.
to begin with, given that ZA is an unfinished mess.
What was the complaint there? I'm trying to figure that out. Was he complaining about his Shadow Ball not landing on the Go-Goat that was elevated on, like, a stair with a wall on it? That's a complete skill issue, dog. What? Okay, man.
And then they wouldn't have felt the need to include all of that padding. And sure, it would have only ended up being a couple hours long, but that's perfectly fine for a free post game. Not a $30 DLC, though.
But this isn't Steam. You don't... What? I'm trying to understand what the plate here is, because it isn't Steam, right? So you don't need to worry about padding the game longer, so that you don't have to worry about refunds, right? So, like, I mean, are you upset the game was longer, right? I mean, I guess if you're like doing the same thing, you feel like you're doing the same thing over again, that can get repetitive and boring, right? I could feel that, right? I understand that. But like, you're also catching the new Pokemon, right? You're doing something, you know? Like, you're still playing Pokemon. But like, based off the description earlier, which I don't know if I said it earlier during this recording, because by the way, we're recording. It did say it made the DLC worse than the base game, so like, I don't know, maybe it's just coming from a bad faith argument. I don't know.
So they're left with a dilemma. How do we increase the playtime without putting in any effort?
Playtime does not equal quality. Playtime never equals quality.
Because this is Game Freak. And unfortunately, the conclusion they came to was to reuse as much content as possible, make you repeat that reused content as much as possible, and then fill it full of pointless cutscenes. Doesn't make it any better, but makes it just long enough to charge $30. Now,
what? If they made the DLC 10 minutes long and it was fucking incredible, right? And they still said $30, that'd be fine. Like, I don't know why, like, of course that would never happen, right? But like, the quality is not indicative of the playtime. Like, I mean, I think it's fine to be like, okay, I want, like, to enjoy my game, want to play it for a long time, sure, that's fine. But that's not an argument for quality. Quality and playtime are different things. And also, these cutscenes are pretty fine, right? It's character moments that are neat, that people wanted in Pokemon games. People have been saying, hey, yo, we need more character in Pokemon games, and they complain about it. Let's make it make sense here. And like, this is... You don't have to do this quest here. This is an optional side quest. Well, no, actually, I think this one... wait, I'm trying to remember. Is this one before the... Actually, I'm pretty sure this one's... I think this one's required. I'm mistaken. This one is before you do the... Which Mega was? I think it was Meowstic. My mistake. You do this one, go into fight Meowstic. So this one's actually required. But you also get... Don't you get your sense stress from... No, you don't get your sense stress from this. I'm trying to remember where you get your sense stress. Well, this is actually like a reasonable fight. You know, it's also a reasonable cutscene. Because you see two characters that would never see each other interact. Right? And they have very polarizing personalities. And I think it's cool. I don't think people will like. I didn't really see people complain about just something. Is it Grishel? Like interacting, or with any characters doing goofy shit. I don't know, man. That seems a bit of a reach.
You might be thinking, I should have known this DLC was bad. So why did I buy it? Why did I play it? Well, in my original review, I made it very clear I knew this DLC would be cut content. But that doesn't mean everyone believed me, so I'm gonna prove it to you. I'm going to walk you through and show you how, despite being a billion-dollar franchise, Pokemon is still the laziest and greediest game series of all time. And no, I've never exaggerated.
It might be.
My entire life. Hyperbole does not exist. Stop asking. But before
No, hyperbole does not exist. It's not real.
Before we get into it, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and it's time to find out why Pokemon Mega Dimensions is so bad. The premise of the DLC is mysterious portals have appeared all throughout Lumio City, and a little girl arrives who has a Hoopa as her Pokemon, and you can feed the Hoopa donuts that you make from berries to enter these portals. Correct. On the other side is the Mega Dimension, ooh, spooky, which is a
You spooky the Mega Dimension.
Which this one's one of the better maps, by the way, because it's like an actual large map. A little bit of an issue when you're trying to catch like 6 different types of Pokemon, but it's a pretty decent one. You know, compared to like some of the ones that are like the size of like a thumbtack.
A dream world, otherwise known as an excuse to reuse assets. You're tasked with surveying the Mega Dimension. By learning more about it, you can hope to stop the spread of the portals and prevent Lumio City from merging with the Mega Dimension. And by survey, what they really mean is you enter the portal, you are given 3 menial tasks to accomplish, like catch a Pokemon, or catch a Pokemon who's unaware, or pick up garbage off of the ground, break rocks, break floating Pokeballs. This isn't gameplay. This is the video game equivalent of cleaning my room.
That was pretty funny. But for being realistic here, you were praising Legends Arceus, and you did the exact same thing in Legends Arceus. I mean, you weren't like picking up dirt off the floor or something, right? But with how grindy this DLC is, like, getting the free items is just very nice. And the breaking the Pokeballs is the best task you can get. Like, holy shit. Hella free items. We love free items.
To make it more exciting, though, there's a time limit. And by exciting, I mean annoying.
Yeah, there are times where that could be a little annoying, but at the end of the day, I think it just does make this better. Because if you were just in here for an infinite amount of time, you only had, like, a little bit of things to do each time, it's just like, what's the point? You know? It would just defeat the purpose.
This reminds me of as a kid not wanting to do chores, so the mom is trying to make a game out of it. Like, okay, little Timmy, I know you don't like picking up your room, but how about you try picking up your room, but you only have 3 minutes to do it? How fun is that? Aren't you excited? This is all there is, by the way. This is about 60% of the playtime of the DLC. It's just...
I mean, 60% if you're not really doing a good job at getting, like, the points. Like, I mean, I don't know, I didn't have that much issues going in and out, like, until the end. Like, where we needed to, I'm trying to remember how many points you needed in order to get to Darkrai. Because we weren't going that long until you get to, like, that little stretch of time. But, apart from that, these were pretty quick. Like, we weren't in here for, like, that long.
Doing this over and over.
Which I guess it still would be, like, 60% of the playtime. I think, actually, now I think about that more, actually probably would be about it.
Again. There's also Battle Trainer. Wow, that one's
yeah, I didn't like this one. I'll be real. It was cool to get the berries. So that's about it.
Exciting. Except there's no reason to ever do this one because it's a completely separate Mega Dimension that doesn't include any Pokemon to catch, and you've already done this 1,000 times in the main game. But
joke's on you, I didn't, because I have a job.
But I guess if you don't care about catching new Pokemon in Pokemon, you could always do this. What makes these even worse and even more repetitive is there's only a handful of areas.
Yeah, this is a completely reasonable criticism, which I think did I talk about it earlier? I may not. I don't even remember, dog. I'm blanking. I don't know what I'm talking about. But generally, this is a reasonable complaint. It's the exact same thing for, like, over and over again, and then you occasionally get in the sewer. Then this is back to the original one. Then it's like you might get the big arena look, or not the big arena, the big, like, section of the city. It was really weird why they did that. You know, I feel like there's better ways to go about the limitation of this. I don't know.
Yes, despite it being copy and pasted from the main map, you are going to be going to the exact same areas over and over and over again. I cannot imagine how lazy this is. If you're going to copy and paste it,
Dude, yeah, this area for some reason is always dumb because there's always like some sort of bug happening. Like it's, I wanted to send Escadrille to break a rock or something, and then he would just run across the other way of the map, right? He's going to fucking Antarctica that way, right? And then he'd run back, right? But not run all the way. And then he would just like Iron Head like a wall. It's like, what are we doing here, man? I don't know what's going on with this like little region in particular. It just doesn't work. Or it wasn't that common, but it happened like I want to say on 5 occasions, right? So it's like it was enough for me to notice for sure.
at least do the whole map, then you'd have a bunch. You could have 100 easily. So not only are you doing the same things over and over again, you're doing it in the same place over and over again.
Like I think this would be a better criticism if you were like, if you couldn't stay in these zones long enough to get the stuff done, you know? Like there was only I think 3 occasions where we couldn't complete the points thing, right? I want to say there was 3 situations to that. Also, thanks for like. I just saw like counter go up. But yeah, I want to say there was 3 times where we couldn't complete that. So like you're in and out pretty quickly. Like we were like, I would stay in a little longer to make sure I was getting items because the berries can be hard to come by sometimes. But like you could just like run in and out if you're trying to speedrun this shit. You could just run in and out and be done very, very quickly.
It is comically bad. And you're doing all this to collect survey points, which is your arbitrary MacGuffin you need to continue the story.
Yeah, and you liked Legends Arceus though. Or like, I don't know, maybe he didn't like Legends Arceus, he uses it as an example. But like, if you have any sort of praise for Legends Arceus, because it did the same thing, right? Whenever it came to the Pokedex. Or, because they called it Pokedex in the game, right? So like, you know, I'm different. I liked Arceus. Everybody liked Arceus. No, generally right. And this is Lipness test, right? If you know a Pokemon fan, right, and you ask them, "Oh, hey, what'd you feel about Legends Arceus?" Right? If they say they did not like it, then you have to run away. Like that's someone you don't want to interact with. You know, it's one thing to say, "Oh, I didn't play it. I couldn't get into it. Whatever the reason may be." That's one thing, right? But not liking it is a completely other different one. Also, hello, Damien. Welcome. We're reacting to the Pokemon Legends ZA DLC is a new low for Nintendo, which obviously arbitrary is how he's talking about Game Freak. You know, this is clickbait. Nintendo part's clickbait, because obviously Nintendo does not make Pokemon. Yada yada. But yeah, like I'm cool with these survey tasks. They're fine because you do the same things in Arceus, and I liked them in Arceus. You know, I think they're fine. Like it's kind of like it is true. It's like arbitrary point MacGuffin thing to do in order to reach next stage, right? But also it's an RPG. Like that. Have we only played Pokemon before? Is that the only game we've ever played? Like, he's kind of complaining. I don't know if he's gonna say it. The game's grindy, but if this game was grindy to you, right? Which is grindy for a Pokemon game. That's 100% true. I'd say it's grindy for a Pokemon game, but this ain't bad compared to like other RPGs. Like, bro, like you would like fall apart playing a Soulsborne game.
Every time you complete a challenge, you get survey points. Get enough points, and you can fight the new Mega Evolution. Do that over and over again until the DLC ends. I guess there is one other thing you're grinding for, and that's berries.
Yeah,
See
they're
those
fine.
Floating.
Like, I think some being like really rare was a bit of a pain in the ass, but by the time, at least for me, once I got to the Darkrai section, I wasn't struggling with trying to make donuts. I was like trying to figure out to min-max, like, okay, what donuts or what berries I should use each time, right? Based on calorie count, be like, okay, I can use a cheap berry here, but I need to use at least like 2 of the expensive ones, and I can probably throw like a Rindo berry here. You know, I thought that was pretty cool. Or I guess I should say cool. It was very interactive, right? For something as like kind of like non-existent in the Pokemon. Wait, I have my mouse on here. Whoops. Something like non-existent in terms of usefulness as most berries are, because most berries in Pokemon games have 0 use. Right, and so I think it's cool to like, give them uses. I kind of wish they didn't really do the hyperspace berries that much. I think they were a bit too strong. I think the best way to do it would be like you bring back some like random ass berries that would do nothing, right? Like bring back the Enigma berry, you know. And I think having a couple hyper berries is fine, but I just think that they overall the larger calorie count of the berries basically said, "Hey yo, you have to grind out these and not end game zones, but the higher difficulty zones, you know." And due to there being high difficulty zones, you know, like it kind of forced you into only making higher skill donuts. They don't fix something that isn't broken, complains. Then try new thing, complains. It is one of those things for sure. But like, now here's the thing, right? Whenever it comes to like some of the visuals, right, with Pokemon, I still want to look cartoony, but I also want them to remove like jagged edges, and I also want like the windows, right, are very, very flat, right? As you can see, just right here, it's picking up my cursor. Yeah, it is. So as you can see, it's like very, very flat. I think it would be better if there was like some sort of texture of it. It doesn't need to literally be like outdented, right, where you can like touch and everything and stand on top of it, but like some sort of texture, you know? It like, because this is like the story stuff is just peeled from Legends Arceus, right? But no one had an issue in Legends Arceus. I mean, Legends Arceus is a lot of fun, right? And I think even with this DLC, I still would say Legends Arceus is a good deal better than ZA in my opinion. But this is still fine, like, because you're done with this stuff instantly, right? And look, bro's got a lot of time here, right? And so if you're worried about grinding stuff out, like, I mean, I guess you need to get berries, so I guess that's why you're still running around trying to grab stuff. I don't know. Let's continue.
Pokeballs aren't just for the challenges. Breaking them gets you berries.
Oh, well,
Uber super special berries that can only be found in the DLC. Complete all of the challenges in a Mega Dimension, and a gold Pokeball will appear, which will give you the Uberest, most specialerest berries.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing to have if you're going to implement this sort of, as he's been saying, MacGuffin thing to do, right? Because it gives you a reason to basically effectively speedrun to get these points as much as possible, so you can find the golden Pokeball, right? The golden Pokeball, get some cool stuff, and if you still need to stick around, you have time to stick around, or you can just get the fuck out. You know, like I think this is fine.
Need these berries because it's how you make the donuts that let you enter the portal in the first place.
Yes.
The quality of
you don't need the hyperspace berries to enter initially, so if you ever run out, you could technically just make like one-star donuts or the 0-star donuts. Yeah, you get the idea.
Donut, which is
that's a bit of a nitpick on my part, I'll be real.
Determined by the quality of berry, affects how long you have in the Mega Dimension. Make a bad donut, you get no time at all. Make a really powerful donut, and you can spend as much time as you need. Using a low-level donut on a high-level Mega Dimension will give you seconds to complete the challenges, so they're literally impossible. You have to get the good berries. It's just one more thing to grind for. Now,
but you get them for like, like you get them for like everything. Like you basically always have to destroy the floating Pokeballs as a like point thing, so you're always getting at least some berries. Like you aren't like shit out of luck all the time. Like, I mean, because like I don't. What was this released again? Does it? Oh, this is just like. Ooh, I need to watch this video later. Actually, hold on. The 11th. When did the DLC come out? So this was released on the 11th. Release date. It was released on the 10th. So he got this done in less than 24 hours, effectively, right? So he can get the video out. So, like, you really sped run this whole thing, right? So, like, props to you. Go fast, you know, drive fast, eat ass type shit. But, like, you're having issues with, like, the drawn out stuff when you finished it within, like, a day? So he would know that you're able to just go fast and have no issues. Like, the timing's like, that's a nothing issue.
Admittedly, as long as you get the gold Pokeball every time, you should be fine. But a lot of the times, that's easier said than done, especially if you're lazy. So you can't just make the donuts in your inventory, because that'd be way too convenient. You have to travel all the way to Hotel Z, talk to this annoying character I don't care about at all.
Okay, if you find Ansha annoying, what are we doing here? Ansha's fine. Ansha's great. Ansha's just like, now, to be fair, I think that's a fair complaint. Be like, okay, I just want to make the donuts in my inventory. That'd just be easier. That's fair. I think that's fair. However, Ansha's a fine character. You know? And, like, you can also mass produce the donuts. Like, I was running back and forth, right, between making my stuff, because I want to make sure I just, like, was, like, min-maxing my berry usage. But, like, genuinely, this has a nothing... Like, your issue is Ansha? Or is your... Because, like, I think saying, oh, hey, donuts should be in the inventory, I think that's fair. I think that's a perfectly fair complaint. But Ansha's not the problem here. Ansha's great. Right? Ansha's a cute little character, and she makes the donuts. Ansha does her job. Ansha is a hard-working, what is she, like 8-year-old girl. You know, the issue isn't Ansha. You know, if you're finding Ansha annoying, that's wild. Oh, dude, never play Legend of Zelda.
all, sit through like 30 menus. So I tried to do it as little as possible, which led to me having far less time than I should have, and also being far weaker than I should have been. Yeah, weaker, because the donuts have one other function, which is it levels up your Pokemon.
Yeah,
you
it's
see
fine.
how all the Pokemon you're fighting are over level 100? You can't reach that number naturally. It's boosted by the donuts. This has basically no meaning at all, by the way. It's just a number that is big. It's not like
Well, it does increase the stats. Like, your stats still go up.
Pokemon learn any new moves at level 200. I did not notice or think about it at all. Just keep in mind, if you use a weak donut, you're gonna have a bad time. All of this wouldn't be so bad if Pokemon Legends ZA wasn't the worst game ever made. That it
That's wild.
has the worst movement of any Pokemon game.
It does not.
It has the worst combat of any Pokemon game.
Again, does not. I mean, I guess if you're just like, oh, I prefer the turn base, right? Okay, whatever. But I'm gonna keep it a buck. So let me make sure I'm getting this straight.
All of this wouldn't be so bad if Pokemon Legends ZA wasn't the worst game ever made.
Definitely not. I mean, obviously he's being hyperbolic for like clicks and stuff, but like clearly not. It's not. It's not even the worst Pokemon game. Like, what are we talking about?
That it has the worst movement of any Pokemon.
No, the worst movement would probably go to like I'd say Generation 2 because it's ungodly slow. Like, holy shit, dude, it's so slow.
Game and has the worst
Or you can argue Gen 4 just because it's also unbelievably slow. Like, holy shit. Because at least with this, you can run around and throw. Like, I wish you could ride the Pokemon. Like, hell, could you like an Alpha Go-Goat and run around? That's a complaint I do have with ZA is like, for some reason, you can't ride the Pokemon. Like, hell, let me ride Xerneas. Fuck it. I'm supposed to be like, what, 13 in this game? That's tiny. 13-year-olds are tiny. Let me ride the deer. But like, no, the movement's fine. Like, you're complaining for no reason.
combat of any Pokemon game.
And the combat's fine. Like, I can understand you being like, I prefer the turn-based, but the combat's fine. Like, genuinely. The free-for-all aspect of the online mode can be a bit deterring for some people, but for the, like, in-game stuff, it's perfectly fine.
That suddenly becomes
A bit, but this guy did, like, throw a Shadow Ball at a Go-Go and he got stopped on a stairwell, and I think he got mad about that. Which, like, that's just a skill issue. Just move around the terrain. People like terrain in games. People like hiding behind walls. Like, what are we talking about?
extremely noticeable when you run out of time because your Greninja decide to walk into a wall.
Yeah, this is... I don't understand how this happened. This one's a completely fair complaint. Why does this happen? Because, like, I've had this happen, and mostly it's them going the exact opposite direction, then running back. So, I don't know what was going on with, like, the AI here.
30 seconds. This is a real clip, by the way, that I target something directly in front of me and Greninja decides to just start running into the wall.
Like, I know the Pokemon positions, right? Itself based off what attack's being used and where you're staying. I got all this bullshit, right? That's fair. But, like, why is it running to the wall? It just seems weird.
And because the game wasn't made by anyone who's competent, he doesn't just stop when he hits the wall. No, he just keeps running into it. It's stuff like this that shows the DLC was never going to be worth playing. The DLC...
But you played it to make the video! But no, the DLC is worth playing, hot take. Except that shouldn't be a hot take. Like, it's fun, it's worth playing. If you like Pokemon, you're gonna like it. If you don't like Pokemon, you're not gonna like it. That's just how it goes.
DLC can only be so good when the foundation it's built on is so bad. Pokemon Legends ZA is not a functional game.
It functions fine. It's fine. You don't have to like the game. Like, it's fair, and you can have complaints and still enjoy the game, right? Like I'm not a fan of saying like, oh, you disagree with something and you think this part of the game's bad. How dare you? You must hate everything. No, that's stupid. But the game functions fine. You know, like there's terrain. Move around the terrain. Like, I think he's going to complain about the terrain. Like, the terrain's not the issue here.
The controls don't work for the
The controls work fine.
player. They don't even work for the computer. Here's a clip of the computers fighting each other, and they're both just shooting into the wall.
Yeah, because so as you can see, right, the position of Jacinth, right, and the issue of and the position of Lita, right, physical attack, special attack, right. No shit, they're going to shoot into the pillar, right, because they're this fucking CPUs. Like that. What? Have you never played a video game that has CPUs in it? They do dumb shit. Like, what are we talking about? Like, I can understand if you were like, oh yeah, the levels don't matter, you know, we're level 100 best point, yada yada, and they're only level 75. I think that'd be fair. Be like, okay, the game's easy, because, like, clearly the level difference is massive, right? But it seems like a very strange thing, because, like, whenever it comes to physical moves, they're going to go beeline for what they can, right? And it's a CPU, so of course they're not going to position properly. It's a fucking computer. Like the computers don't know how to play Pokemon. they just run code. They just do the numbers. They crunch the numbers, and then they hit the button that does the most numbers. Like that's all these things are programmed to do, right? And I think it would be fair. I think a better complaint, right, would be, oh hey, why are the computers like not moving around this terrain? That would be a better complaint than saying, oh, the controls are bad because computers don't know how to use controls. No, they know how to use controls. It's a computer. Like it's a situation of, oh hey, this guy is hitting me with not very effective moves, or like they're using agility when I have a poison type Pokemon because the computer thinks agility is a psychic type move, or it is a psychic move, therefore, or it is a psychic type move, therefore it's going to be super effective. It's what? Sure, man, sure.
Here's another clip where it's a giant cube, and you have to walk around the cube to attack a specific section, and everyone's Pokemon gets caught.
Yeah, I never had this happen to me, but like I can understand this one being frustrating. But in this situation, you would just spam the down arrow, then spam the up arrow, right? So you can get the Pokemon back in and out as quickly as possible. But while they're trying to use the move, you can't do it. So this one can be frustrating. But you're not going to wipe here. You know, you don't lose off this one interaction.
My Pokemon get caught on the corner, and so does the computers.
No, yeah, the computer's getting caught, mate, like, that's going to happen, right? Computers are fucking dumb. But, like, Greninja getting caught also fucking sucks, but you're not wiping over the situation. That does suck. Like, that's a fair complaint, just judging off this interaction, but I didn't have this happen to me. But I'd imagine I just happened to just not have it happen. My issue with this fight was initially I was like, how the fuck, what do I do here? And then after that, it's like, sometimes you don't do enough damage to break the box because you get low rolls, which, like, I know shit happens.
No one's Pokemon functions. The game is not designed
Also, I don't think we saw the CPUs doing this one either. So I think this guy got really unlucky.
to work. The combat system is designed for large, empty spaces. You know, like a battle arena. Like what Pokemon is fought in every Pokemon game ever.
Huh? What? I'm trying to understand this complaint now. Huh? Also, by the way, we're not on 2x speed. He actually talks kind of fast, which that's something that's a big W for. It was Frogmire. Right? What was it again? Okay, this is not gonna show me. It was Lord Frogmire. Yeah. So big W, you talking fast, which we like on the Covenant Gaming YouTube channel. Or actually, it'd be really funny if I went 2x speed this entire time. No. Okay, normal play speed. So W, my guy, actually talking, getting to the fucking point. But so this is turn-based, so I don't think this is an applicable argument. it just isn't.
For empty battle arenas. So rather than have you fight in one of those or make a combat system that functions with obstacles around, they just
I'll be real, dog. That's just a skill issue.
Threw it in and it doesn't work because they don't care.
Other skill issue, man. Like, move around, go around, box in the way, go around. You ever played Overwatch? You ever played Marvel Rivals? Go around. The Pokemon are dumb animals, right? They don't know what they're doing, right? That's why they're out there living in trees and in caves, and they don't have electricity. They don't have running water. Like, yeah, go around the box. Go around the box. See this box? See this box? Go around the box.
So weird because the last game had giant empty areas that Pokemon could fight in, but they decided to make this one a city for no reason.
It's fine. Like people complain about the city thing. Is like, it's fine. I'd prefer a whole ass region too, but for what Legends ZA is, the city is perfectly fine. Like, there's a lot of stuff to do in the city, and I think that's fine. Like, if there's nothing to do in the city, you'd have a fair argument, but there's stuff to do in the city, and also there's stuff to hide behind. So if you're gonna do a thing for like, oh, there's nothing to hide behind first, because like he's probably gonna talk about sneaking up on Pokemon if I had to guess. Because why are you bringing up Legends Arceus? Like,
you can't go.
I mean, I guess he's talking about the battle system, but I don't know. We'll see.
In the building.
Maybe I'm getting ahead of myself.
Why is it a city? It's done nothing.
The city's fine.
Nothing but cause problems, and they've done nothing to address it. In the main game, all of these problems still existed, and they were annoying, but they were of little consequence.
I mean, sure, I guess.
You were never losing because of the bad gameplay. But now,
I mean, if you're losing because of quote-unquote bad gameplay, that might just be a skill. Because this is, like, the game's not actively saying, hey, yo, you can't do your job. You know? It isn't, like, what is it, Cat Mario, where it's like you're jumping over the pipe and a seal pops out of the pipe to kill you? Like, the game's not being unfair. Like, I feel like most of this is just a skill issue,
Now you have to either make donuts all the time
which is fine. Like, donut making's fine.
or risk losing to the horrible controls.
Also, the controls are fine. We're complaining about the controls? Like, bro, dodge roll. Click Y.
Another mechanic that's a complete afterthought and is now a major problem is the stealth. The main game really shouldn't have had this at all because there's no mechanics for it. Light doesn't affect anything, sound doesn't affect anything, no vision cones, nowhere to hide. There's
Oh, you were hiding there.
sound doesn't
Like,
affect anything,
am I crazy?
no vision cones.
Because, like, it goes around there, right? And so, like, you could argue that the Yamash should have been able to see him, but it's like an animal. I think they have bad vision. But, like, even in, like, shooter games, right, with, like, Solid Snake, right, I don't think they'd even see you from there. Am I crazy? I might be crazy. I might be capping there, I'll be real.
nowhere to hide.
But, like, you're creeping around the box, which, like, you could argue, oh, hey, the Yamash should have seen me. But you're like, if you cherry pick every, like, issue in that regard, like, I can guarantee you I can find a bunch of stuff where the Pokemon will see me from super far, or, like, far enough away where it doesn't make sense, or they'll never see me at all, even though I'm, like, on top of them. Like, you can cherry pick all these things, like, generally.
There's barely any grass because, again, it's a city and it's a holdover from a game that actually did have places to hide, but it wasn't that big of an issue because you never actually had to use it. It was never mandatory.
But yeah, I mean, you can still hide, though. There's stuff to hide behind. It is a city. Like, he is correct. Like, Legends Arceus does have, like, the sneak mechanic and, like, hiding mechanics better. That's 100% true. But, like, let's keep a stack, right? Let's keep it a stacky. Like, you can still hide and stuff. Also, are you complaining about not being able to hide in a hallway? Like, are we complaining about not hiding in a hallway? Like, the point, I think the point of this hallway is that's supposed to be, like, a little bit more difficult. Like,
But now, to accomplish some of the missions, it is mandatory. And it doesn't work because you're expected to sneak up on a group of Pokemon.
but they keep spawning, so you don't have to do it in the hallway. Is this whole video just a skill issue?
That alert each other if you're seen anywhere on an empty street. There's nowhere to hide. You need line of sight to throw a Pokeball, and they're looking in every direction because it's a full group of Pokemon. So your best bet is to not even use the stealth and just run at them because it takes a second for them to notice.
Yeah, and that's fair until you realize you can still hide though. Like, there are going to be situations where you can't hide. That's completely reasonable and fair. However, like, if you can hide 100% of the time, would he? Okay, so let's back up a smidgen, right? So if he's able to hide 100% of the time, right? Would he complain about the stuff being too easy to complete, right? Because I feel like he'd complain about it being too easy to complete and it being kind of like chore style tasks again, right? Because I think it's fair to say, hey, yo, hallway is like more difficult because you can't complete the easy task of not being detected, right? Especially since they tend to have harder and rarer Pokemon in those hallways. At least from like my experience, is they tend to be harder and rarer Pokemons in those little hallways.
It's not just bad game, bad DLC. It's a bad game, then DLC that makes you hyper aware of how bad it is. Okay, but this is only 60% of the DLC. What's the other 40%? Well,
By the way, the catching Pokemon, it was fine. I enjoyed it because you can just like speedrun that shit and then try to get all the berries.
30 to maybe even 35 are cutscenes.
It's not. It really isn't.
The most pointless, annoying, slow cutscenes.
Slow is kind of fair, yeah, because there's still no voice acting, which is a pain in the ass, or hell, even like no sound effects with like a character being like literally going, ah, like, I think something. Like, that's a completely fair thing. That's not a DLC specific thing, that's a Pokemon thing, right? You know, like, it is kind of, we're getting to the point where it's like, why are we not having voice acting here? Like, we are a very, like, I say we, but Game Freak, obviously, very lucrative company. Just get a couple voice actors, man.
Cutscenes with no sound. It's the worst of every world. It's not like a good RPG where you just go as fast as you can read, so it's like reading a book, because you have to sit through the incredible animation and the cinematic pauses.
No, yeah, that's fair. Yeah. That part's fair.
And it's not like you can sit back like a regular cutscene because there's no sound, no voice acting. You still have to read the text and progress the dialogue. And
Yeah, that's a general Pokemon issue. Like I said earlier, like this one's fair. I wouldn't throw this on DLC specifically, but yeah, sure.
What makes it truly unbearable is how repetitive the cutscenes are. Every time you beat a new Rogue Mega, you get butter to make better donuts with. And you need
The butter's lit.
a cutscene explaining this every time. And you also
Yeah, I think if they like didn't do so many bullshit camera angles with guys just nodding, I think that'd be better. Like it would, because there are parts where it's like, okay, we were kind of like at a crawl for no reason. That one's fair.
need a cutscene giving it to the little girl every
Yeah, because you gotta give Ansha the butter so she could make the donuts. You know, because if you didn't give Ansha the butter, right, then people would say, why did we not give Ansha butter? She can just do it. She just has it now. People would complain about that, like dead ass. Like people would just be mad about that if we didn't give Ansha, like my daughter here. If we did not give my daughter Ansha the butter, right, then people would be mad about that.
time. And then you need another cutscene at the Rust Syndicate to explain that they still don't know why this is all happening. They need you to survey more portals, and that the portals have increased in level. This is every time you beat a new Rogue Mega, which is
That does happen, but these cutscenes are not very long. Like I think the fourth one specifically can be kind of long. I could be mistaken which one, because like one of them does go a little longer for no reason. But you at least get free Pokeballs from Vinny, so that's a W.
the entire
Ultra Balls specifically.
story of the DLC. The entire
Yeah, it is basically just like, oh hey, go do task here, go do task here. But that's also like kind of like Pokemon to an extent, you know, because like doing the gym leaders is effectively doing task to task, you know, especially Scarlet and Violet.
entire DLC follows this exact formula. Do chores to get survey points and berries. Use berries to make donuts. Do enough chores to fight a Rogue Mega. Watch 30 pointless cutscenes in a row, and then do it all over again. That's the whole thing. There is nothing else. Those are just the repetitive cutscenes, by the way. Each gauntlet of cutscenes has its own unique adventure. Like, how about taking a tour?
Yeah, this one never really made sense to me. You know, it's like, oh yeah, cool, we get character building with like Karina and Ansha. You know, Karina, who wasn't really as fleshed out as she could have been in X and Y, you know, for being like a very important character. And then Ansha, you know, being this was kind of weird. Like I did like the lore dump, right? But it does seem kind of weird. It's like, oh yeah, we needed to pad out effectively. We needed to kill time before we Corbo called us again. This part was very weird.
Of Lumio City. You know, this is post-game. So the city you've just completely explored already, you now have to take your new friends on a tour through a series of cutscenes that does nothing to progress the plot because there is no plot. It's all for the sake of just padding out the game.
I mean, I guess, but it's not Steam. Like, if you only play for 30 minutes, you know, you aren't guaranteed the like, I mean, sure, I guess. It is very weird. I think what they're doing is that they're like doing like a fan service thing for like Hisui, right? For Les Arceus. And they're probably trying to be like on the nose where it's like, okay, by the way, big old, you guys remember big bad from Legend Arceus? Well, he's gonna come back because he's alive still. You know, even though he was referenced to be alive, obviously, during like the main playthrough, but yeah, like he's probably gonna be coming back. And I think that's them being like, hey yo, eventually. Or hell, maybe he'll like, this is the crazy theory. What if Valo comes back for Champions? Ooh, that could be cool. Even though Champions is gonna be like just an online, effectively an online simulator, but it could be a neat thing. I don't know.
Cutscene Gauntlet also includes one random battle where you have to fight the same people you've already fought like 30 times in the main game, except now it's a double battle where they each only have 3 Pokemon and you have 6, and you
Yeah, I don't know why they dealt with like just a 3 Pokemon limit, but I feel like if you, because like you already talked about like padding out time, right? So like, would you complain about the battles taking too long? Even though the doubles, which by the way, they wouldn't take that long in doubles, like that's just how it works. But like, because the double battles are just faster. But, or would it be a thing of like useless battle made longer because they have 6 Pokemon? You know?
still get a teammate, so it's impossible to lose. Wow, this is so exciting and totally worth.
Also, you can 100% lose those battles. More so in the when they're in the hyper side quest or whatever they're called. You can definitely lose those. Like they can be pretty hard if you're not prepared. I guess like especially like the Grisham fight. That would be pretty difficult.
Mashing A 500 times to get through 9 hours of pointless dialogue. I speed read, so I was progressing through this about as fast as possible. So I wouldn't be surprised if the average player actually spends the majority of the DLC just in cutscenes.
Nah, you don't.
Might as well move on to that last 5 to 10% of the game. Probably the only reason anyone
Oh wait, I don't know this character's name. They're annoying. Talk about Ancha, but you sped read. I just put that together. Like some of the stuff just don't even make sense, man.
Everyone's buying this, which are the new Rogue Megas. And they're, okay. It's
They are definitely the highlight of the DLC, and I had a lot of fun with them. Meowstic was a bit difficult, mostly because of the berry thing, trying to figure that out. Staraptor is really cool. I like Tatsugiri. Trying to think of anything else top of my head, because I'm not very fresh. Oh yeah, the Darkrai fight was cool. You know, like, honestly, I really did enjoy this. Oh, Heatran was also pretty cool. That was really fast, just because we had all the answers for Heatran. And obviously, Absol was lit. Absol was very, very cool.
fine. It's definitely the best part of the DLC.
Yeah, and like the Rogue Mega battles, I think were also the best part of the base game, Legends EA.
And the Rogue battles are definitely better than the main game. The fact that you have a time limit really does add to it. Since before, because of items, your Pokemon was completely invincible, meaning the only way to lose was the Rogue Mega attacking you, the player, and the only way for them to really hit you is if you're declaring an attack, because that pause.
I mean, if you dodge wrong, you can get hit, obviously. But like, once you get the hang of, like, once you see them attack like once or twice, you're not getting hit.
Pauses you,
So you shouldn't be getting hit. You know?
You're incentivized to go really slow so you never get hit, or at least every time you're low on health to never attack, which is really lame. At least in the DLC, you're basically
I'm still attacking all the time. All I see is red. You know, we're still trying to speedrun that shit. Even when we're taking damage, nah, I mean, we always hitting a button. Always hitting super effective.
always incentivized to attack.
Also using Zygarde. This guy should not exist. Heatran should be, like, annihilated. There should be no chance of you losing this.
So you don't run out of time. You just gotta risk it for the biscuit. And if you lose, you get really angry. I still don't know if I'd say
If you lose, you get really angry. I wouldn't say I got really angry, because, like, we only really lost when I came to Meowstic on the playthrough of the channel. Playthrough of the game. There we go. Speaking's hard. But, like, I wasn't really mad. I was, like, a little frustrated. I was like, oh, man, I was, like, 1 HP away. Right? I was more so frustrated with myself. Because, like, oh, damn, dog, I fumbled. I wasn't, like, upset. Like, the game isn't, like, egregiously hard. You know, it just isn't.
I was having fun, though. The
I was having fun.
Raptor Mega Battle. I'll say I had fun that one time for sure. Everything else was certainly better than grinding pointless tasks endlessly, but that's not a very high bar. It's still annoying to lose because your Pokemon don't do what they're supposed
Also, you should not wipe here. You like this wiping here makes no sense.
to do. It's still not very engaging to Dark Souls roll randomly every once in a while, but at least it's an excuse to have new Megas. And who doesn't want new Megas?
New Megas are lit.
You know, from the game that has some of the worst Pokemon designs.
Hold on. You're saying worst
and who doesn't
Pokemon
want
designs,
new Megas?
right?
You know, from the
You're talking about Escadrille? Dude, the Mega Escadrille slander has gone too far, right? Mega Escadrille is incredible, and people who don't like Mega Escadrille... This is a litmus test, right? Just like we're talking about people not liking Legends Arceus. If people don't like Mega Escadrille, that's a problem. This guy's lit. He's piercing the heavens with his drill.
game that has
Hello?
some of the worst Pokemon designs of
No, yeah, this one looks kind of like a toilet. It's kind of funny, though. I think it's funny. But yeah, it does look like a toilet.
all time.
My boy for Alligator, boy young Umi, it really do be a toilet.
And these new ones aren't terrible.
I like Golduck.
Honestly, they're not that bad.
I need to look at its stats again, because I remember it not being particularly super crazy, but he's cool.
I like some of them. I kind of felt the same way about the main game, though, where I like a decent amount of them. I just don't love really any of them. And
That's weird. You're looking at all the Megas, you don't love any of them? That's weird.
there are some that are just atrociously bad. It
Crabominable's great. What are we talking about?
doesn't help that they decide Crabominable needed a new Mega, or Scovillion. The base designs are just so terrible that there's nothing they could have done. Kind of
Those aren't bad designed Pokemon, though. They really aren't. I don't think you're, like, as well-versed on these Pokemon as you think you might be. And I'm not trying to insult the guy, but it just isn't adding up. Like, you're upset, like, Crabominable's design, not very good. And the Mega, in your opinion, not very good. Like, what? This is a dope-ass Mega. Like, bro's a giant coconut crab, right? Ice type, and he just becomes better at punching things because he's a big old, like, boxing thing. That's the entire all right, man.
reminds me
Also, Scovillain, like, you cannot like Scovillain. I think that's fine. But, like, he should have got a regular evolution, not a Mega. Because, unfortunately, Scovillain's going to be garbage. Because from what I remember looking at stats, it's not going to be very good.
of the DLC as a whole. Before I
And you can also, I do need to iterate this. You can not enjoy the Megas. That's perfectly fair and reasonable. You can't find any of them you're like, oh my gosh, this guy's cool. Like, none of them? Really? Are we hating just to hate?
Get into the actual content of the DLC story, let me give you some miscellaneous complaints. You're given more research tasks, which are broad game level challenges like catch 10 fire Pokemon that all culminate into the shiny charm. If you completed every research task in the main game, you had enough to get the shiny charm, which included a challenge to complete 1,000 battles.
I'll be real, I did not take the time to do that. I was not doing that. I had other things to do, such as my job.
To put that into perspective, you beat the game having done about 250, and you complete every side quest having to do about 500. But the DLC adds new research tasks, which means new points to get the shiny charm, but no new rewards. Meaning the only purpose of the DLC tasks is so that you can get the shiny charm without having to grind 1,000.
Also, I do need to mention this real quick, right? So he's behind this wall. He's hiding, right?
So that you can get...
And the model goes around the wall, right? So, boom. Like, you destroyed your own point. Oh my god.
The shiny charm without having to grind 1,000 battles.
Which, by the way, might be biased because I didn't have to do 1,000 battles and I got the shiny charm from just doing the Pokedex tasks. I think that's fine, because I did not have to do the task.
So if you want the shiny charm, which makes shinies appear much more often, you have to either grind for 10 hours or spend $30 on the DLC. What do you think people are gonna do? And
I was about to say, people grinded out the thing anyway, but yeah, because like, straight up, if I didn't have other things to do, I would have grinded out the 1,000 battles, just straight up, right? And a lot of people did that. You know? Like, I don't think it's that big of a deal. Like, I think it would be cool if there was, like, more rewards. I think it's perfectly fair to say, hey, yo, more rewards would be cool. But, like, this really doesn't affect, like, my opinion on most things. I'll just be real. You know, it's like, oh, yeah, you wanted to grind out the however long it's going to take you to do all the 1,000 battles so you can get shinies earlier? Cool. Congrats. I didn't do that, and now I got the shiny charm. Cool. Congrats. This is... I think the real argument should be, oh, hey, we're missing out on more rewards for the research tasks. I think that'd be fine. It's like you get more, let's say, Master Balls, right? You get more Master Balls that way. I think that'd be fine. I think if you're saying, oh, hey, we should get more Master Balls or more Apricot Balls, I think that'd be completely fair and reasonable. But this is a nothing issue. Like, yeah, sure. But the people who would do the 1,000 battles, right, were already going to buy the $30 DLC, most likely, because they spent the time to do 1,000 battles. So they probably really like Pokemon anyway. You know, because, like, not everyone's going to be grinding off the shiny charm. They just aren't. So, like, it's kind of a nothing point, but I understand where he's coming from. I just don't think it fits in the and, like, because there are people who come to the chat and be like, oh, hey, is the DLC worth it? Should I buy the DLC? So, like, people are still on the fence. Some people are still on the fence, right? But, like, someone like me does enjoy Pokemon, still buy the DLC. You know? But I did have fun with it. I had fun with base ZA, so maybe that's not a good example.
If you don't want to be that cynical about it, I feel like this is just more evidence that it's cut content. That the shiny charm is just barely not available without having to do a task that gives you way too many points, but you include the DLC and all of a sudden that's not a problem anymore. The DLC
I mean, maybe, but like I said earlier in the reaction, ZA was delayed, right? This game was delayed by like damn near 2 years, wasn't it? It was delayed by a good chunk of time. And then the DLC was supposed to still release, you know, on the 10th. So, like, it wasn't a matter of like, oh, hey, this was fully cut content. Like, they were probably working on, they were polishing the DLC. I'm not polishing is not the right term. If they were finishing the DLC, right? While ZA kind of like sat on a hard drive, probably. You know, like, they weren't going to push back the DLC release date just because ZA had to be pushed. You know, it just doesn't make a lot of sense.
also includes a bunch of new side quests.
And the side quests are fine. Some of them are kind of like lame, but some are really cool. Just like back in ZA, and just like any RPG ever.
And even though there's a lot of them, it's not any real content because they're just as bad as the main game. So they range from gimme this Pokemon to watch 1 minute of cutscene in order to have a 30-second battle that's impossible to lose. The very best of these are just battle this random Mega to get its Mega Stone.
You didn't do Furfrou battles.
Not one of the big battles, literally just one Pokemon. Or fight this NPC trainer that you've already fought 300 times through the story. But at least it's possible to lose. That's it. Story time. I already gave you the main plot synopsis, and there's not really much more than that other than the ending. So the Mega Dimension is going to merge with Lumiose. And after
It's the evil Doom Dimension. The Doom Dimension's going to get everyone and turn them all to stone.
surveying a bunch of times, you finally learned why. Only in the very end is it revealed that it's being caused by a Rogue Mega Legendary. Now, it's slightly hinted at because after every Rogue Mega battle, you'd go to bed and you'd have a dream that slowly
This
got
evil
more
nightmare.
involved. Not that you actually learn anything, but it does hint that Darkrai may be the problem. But
I mean, you don't learn anything. I mean, it's if it's hinted towards, you kind of just put two and two together, right? Like, my initial prediction, mostly as a joke, was like, oh, hey, it could be Hypno, because Hypno hypnotizes and does a sleep and Hypno, yeah. And then I was like, oh, what if it's like a, what? Corrupted Cresselia, there we go. Like, Cresselia's getting fucked with, right? That could have been a cool thing. But obviously, Darkrai was the most reasonable guess, you know? That mostly just spitballing stuff, but yeah.
that's the
Like, figuring out if it's Darkrai is not that crazy.
entire plot. Mega Dimension going to merge with Lumiose. No idea why this is happening except for a handful of dreams that last like 10 seconds until the very end when
So is the issue that the dreams didn't last long enough?
they're like, okay, it's Darkrai, go get him. So you do. You make the
Yeah, that's fine.
specialist donut to
It's a wicked donut, too.
open the biggest portal, and then you go beat Darkrai up, who has the worst Mega of all time. They
Also, does not have the worst Mega of all time. He's pretty cool.
turned him into a giant eye with
Well, I thought he was a blimp, but now that makes sense. Well, it does kind of open up, so yeah.
a head tumor poking out of it. People defend this by saying it references Kirby. I don't care if it references something. I care if it looks good. And
Wait,
they turned Darkrai, one of the coolest Pokemon designs, into a giant fish eye.
what? Okay, first of all, no. Like, kind of references Kirby, sure, but Darkrai is laying down, right? As we can see. So they get Darkrai, he gets flipped, he's laying down now, right? He's doing his thing. Because what do you do when you sleep? You lay the fuck down. He's an Eldritch Nightmare being who's laying down because he can do cool shit with, like, Dark Void for sleep. Yeah. I mean, it does reference Kirby, I guess, to an extent with, like, the whole eye thing with, what's the name of the enemy? I'm blanking on the name of the enemy. Or the name of the boss. But, like, a better thing is like, oh, he's kind of like a blimp. But like, this is a fine Mega. I can understand not being like, oh yeah, it's not my favorite Mega like at all. But it's like, this thing is a bad Mega. Nah, no, this Mega's still pretty cool. And plus, like, look at his head. Look at his head. He's got a little head.
Good. And they turned Darkrai, one of the coolest Pokemon designs, into a
It's a fine Pokemon design. I fuck with Darkrai.
giant fish eye. Why is
Not fish eye. No, you're not paying attention. Like, cause like generally it is just laying down. Like, bro is laying down, getting ready to sleep.
the new Mega philosophy always to take something that's cool and iconic and make it as dumb as possible?
Okay, you might just be a hater. It's fine to not like Pokemon, right? I will just say right there. It's fine to not like Pokemon. But, like, what are we doing here, man? Make it as dumb as possible. Now, maybe he goes a bit more in detail with some of those in his previous video talking about ZA, which I haven't watched. But, like, hopefully he gives some examples. Because I'm just not following. Like, some Megas, kind of fucking dumb. For sure. I can see that, right? They're kind of fucking dumb. They're also goofy. That's part of, like, the charm of them being, like, a goofy, dumbass Pokemon. Like, fucking Phalanx is funny as hell. That's a funny motherfucker.
Pokemon fans are like, oh, what? You can't take a joke? You don't like things that are fun? It isn't fun when you do something stupid. It's stupid and lazy. It's
You're just a hater at this point. I'm kind of just convinced this is a rage bait video.
possible. You
What does Shadowly recommend to me?
failing the 4th grade wasn't funny. It was dumb, and you should feel ashamed. Anyway, you beat
But also with Pokemon, since there's so many, not all of them are going to be bangers to some people, which is fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. You can say you don't like Mega Darkrai. That's perfectly reasonable. But then all the Megas are having issues, or a good chunk of them. Like, what are we doing, man? What are we doing?
Darkrai. You catch them, and the day is saved.
Huzzah!
Lumiose will no longer merge with the Mega Dimension. They'll still stick around for a while, so you can still play the DLC, but
Which
they'll
makes
go
sense.
away eventually, I guess. It's at this point that the credits
I mean, would you rather they just go away so now you can't play the DLC anymore? Because like that was kind of like a half-assed kind of thing. Like, hold on, let me get this straight.
also you can still play the DLC, but they'll go away eventually, I guess. It's at this point that the
I guess. I mean, they do say like, oh yeah, they'll go away at some point, right? So like the lore implications, like, oh, they'll go away at some point. But you got to be able to like still play the DLC, because would it be better if it was just cut off? Because I feel like that would just imply that you'd rather that the dimension just be cut off completely. But then you would complain that you paid $30 for DLC you can't even play after you catch Darkrai. Yeah, I don't know, man, because it's still Pokemon. You got to be able to go back and catch stuff. So like, because most people are not complete with the Pokedex by the time they catch Darkrai. So it's I don't know.
Credits roll, meaning you have beat the DLC, but because the stuff's still around, you can follow the little girl's dream. The whole reason she's here is she wants to catch Rayquaza, who she saw in a Mega Dimension. You do this by grinding even more survey points to catch Groudon, Kyogre, then Rayquaza.
Yeah, something got spoiled for me is you can just rebattle the previous, like, well, because obviously we learned this at the end of yesterday's stream. But obviously you can rebattle the previous megas, right? The rogue megas you encountered. And you get like got this from Hoodlum Callum. He said 10,000 points for beating each one. So you're done within like maybe half an hour if you take a long time. Like dead ass. Like I don't think that's an issue.
Do this because I don't care. I beat the DLC. I don't want to play this anymore. It's the worst thing ever. Before the conclusion.
I mean, sure, man, that's fine. You could not like it. That's reasonable. I don't think you have very like the points aren't cohesive, right? I think the best points, well, actually,
Conclusion, I'm just letting you know my channel's now sponsored by Gamer Subs, energy drinks, supplements, Gooner merch, 0 calorie, make water taste better. Use my code for free samples and a discount on anything you order. Lord Frogmire,
okay, there's more here,
link in the description. That's it.
Is there?
Hopefully, if you paid any attention to the video so far, you'll be
did not pay attention at all.
Understanding. You'll forgive me. I'll probably end up completing it all later anyway, because the only emotion I still feel is
My God, guy. Okay, so this is a situation where it's like previously, before Legends ZA came out. I'm trying to remember the name of the channel, but reacted to a video of like, basically complaining about Legends ZA Legends ZA looking not great during the trailers, right? Like the walls looking flat, like they still kind of do, right? Where it's like, yeah, okay, this doesn't look good. Where it's like, okay, fair, right? Completely fair, reasonable thing to bring up is like you'd rather them be like texture stuff. All right, cool. But then at the end of the video, you said, I'm still gonna buy the Pokemon game. It's like, what are we doing? Like, if it's enough for you to complain about and make a video about, then why are you still buying it? And B, if you're going to complete it still, like, you didn't like it, why are you still trying to complete it? What are we doing? Like, your whole video means fucking nothing, dog.
Suffering, but for now, I'm done. This is blatantly a cut post game.
It might be, but genuinely, I just don't think it is, because the base game was delayed. So it's like, what are we talking about?
Has been expanded as far as it can go with as much padding as possible. Also, they can slap $30 on top of an already $70 game. What a colossal waste of time. Not that I don't
No, yeah, if you don't like it, that's fine.
see people defending this anyway. It's the exact time-wasting stuff that was in the main game, and people...
The main game's fine. Like if you just want to like speedrun that shit, you don't have to do any side quests. Like the game's pretty quick if you don't do side quests.
People defended that. Not sure how they'll defend reusing the same city blocks, but not doing it enough that you
No, yeah, we're using the same stuff. Like, what are we doing? That is for sure a reasonable complaint.
won't just repeat the same areas over and over and over again. But I'm sure they'll come up with something. I can only hope there's no more DLC. In Gen 10 will just be a regular Pokemon game. Even if it's bad, I'm okay with that. I like Pokemon.
I will not buy, or no, I will not play Expedition 33.
It'll be fun no matter what, as long as it doesn't have the worst combat system of all time, as long as it has a region to explore, not just one city with no...
And I'm tired, I'm getting kind of tired of the one city thing. Like, like, that's not why a game would be bad. Like, dude, people just hate GTA. Dude, GTA 6 ain't even out yet, and people are already hating on it, dog.
Buildings, just a giant boring maze. Anyway, don't buy the DLC. You probably shouldn't have bought the game to begin with. That's all I got. Bye. After near...
Oh, we actually reset, but yeah, like, I'm not... like, so your entire video means fucking nothing if you're gonna say I'm probably going to complete the DLC anyway. Like, it just does, like, you just hold... Your complaints hold no weight if you're going to continue doing that stuff. Like, I don't know, man. Like, there is valid points, 100%. But actually, so if I go to his channel, right, is it going to be mostly negative videos? I swear to God. Okay, so, bad, negative, shit on Mario Kart, which Mario Kart's pretty good right now. Negative, Sakurai is the GOAT. Negative, 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 an honest review, I mean, I don't know. That might be positive. I don't know. So song will be garbage. Okay, so negative. That's good. I mean, yeah, sure. I guess it's mostly negative, dog. Like, what are we doing here, man? What are we doing? Like, come on. Like, that's rough. It's rough for me to take it seriously. You know, if it's like mostly negative, like all you talk about is negative, and you be kind of whiny. Loves DK Bonanza. That's a positive. Yeah, DK Bonanza is great. Like I can't think of anything. Well, I can think of like things that are quote unquote negative in DK Bonanza. But like when most of what you're talking about is just straight up negative, it's like how am I supposed to like take you seriously? It just doesn't make any sense. Oh well. Oh well. Oh well. Like overall, like a few valid points for sure, but like they mean nothing when you kind of shortchange your like every point by just not having a cohesive argument. You know, like your best English. Sorry, guys. The best point was the reused assets, basically staying in the exact same spots over and over and over again. That's the best argument they got, because like you didn't fucking read. I'm a speed reader, and I find this Ancha character annoying. It's like you did not read it then, because Ancha's not an annoying character. they just aren't. All right, there you go. I clicked stop recording. That might be a video. I don't know. But one thing's for sure is we're going to pull up a video because I gotta pee. We're gonna put on one of my videos, guys. It's gonna be great. What video do people want to see from the channel that y'all haven't had a chance to watch yet? Because that would be cool if you guys would watch my fucking videos. I could turn on the Heartbound video. I can turn on the one Pikmin. Oh, we'll probably do one Pikmin. Why not? One Pikmin. We'll do one Pikmin. Milk. Well, with that you can watch. You can watch the motherfucking video. Motherfucking why am I blanking? Okay, there you go, the videos. It looks like it's a green screen again. Motherfucking the company video, which I had fun making that one. I also had fun making this one. This was cool. Anyway, I'll be right back. Look, I've lost weight. As you can see, less facial hair. Therefore, I'm lighter weight. Anyway, I'll be right back. I just gotta pee. One Pikmin versus one of every enemy. Pikmin 4. We're gonna use just one Pikmin. We use Ochi for mobility purposes. No items. We might use Spicy Spray if things just take a long time. Something I did forget to mention is whenever a Pikmin dies, we have to reset the enemy we're currently fighting. 3, 2, 1. Bam. Alright, step 1's done. A few of these enemies are going to be really, really easy, and others are going to need a little bit more explanation. We'll do everything as we go, and we'll be putting them on a tier list. One shot means they got one shot, easy means they're easy, meh, they're a bit more difficult but nothing too crazy, hard means they're genuinely hard, and impossible means it is impossible for one Pikmin to defeat them. And as you just saw, we took the Dwarf Bulborb out in one shot. We'll go for this one, he's a little far away. And bam. Alright, easy. Yeah, I'd say it was pretty easy. For this, I think we go purple. We go purple or rock. I think we always go purple. All right. Bam. As you can already see, basic enemies are already giving us problems. I need you to go away. I need you to go away. The Bulborb, while not the easiest enemy in the game, is usually something you just like walk up towards and just kind of take out really, really quickly. Purple one is Star Platinum. Now, I don't know anything about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, but a Star Platinum is just utterly broken, and a young purple guy here is Star Platinum. Yeah, growl, dude. Be angry. Oh, okay. No, off, go away. Dude, what is the aggro range? Bruh. Situations like this really did end up eating into our final time. A lot. That is crazy. And this is supposed to be like some baby enemy. There we go, finally. Oh my god. That one took forever. Well, it did take a bit of time. The Bulborb is still pretty easy. Okay, the Jumbo Bulborb is going to be a pain. This one's like constantly roaming. Purple or rock? I think we go rock. Okay, I think I've already made a mistake. Seems like we're chilling. And we are back. Oh my god. Ah. Yeah, that's Pikmin. I do need to turn on my what's its face? My 4K capture utility. Because that would be very handy to have open. Hope you enjoyed the little break. 'Cause I had fun. I had fun going to the bathroom, taking a potty, going potty. I hit the wrong button. There we go. Oh, wait. Lynn's online. Ooh, everyone make fun of Lynn. Three. Yeah, on to Legend ZA. So, we have, like, legendaries and shit coming up. But, okay, this is still here, right? Good. I kinda want... Because I feel like we can just refresh this. That won't be too bad, but this will probably go away. And we do have a... We got a 5-star donut, didn't we? We did. So it'll be fine for us going in as is, I think. Do we change our movesets back? I probably do. I kind of want Ice Fang. Yeah, there we go. What moves I even have on Charizard? It was Hurricane. And then we had a... Oh yeah, we had a Heat Wave. That's right. There it is. Keep that. I mean, we can change... for Rock Slide. We'll do that. I do want Dark Pulse back at least. I think I'll keep the moveset the same for the most part. There we go. And then... I could start running Air Slash. That might be smart, but I think the Bolt Beam coverage is just better. There we go. Alright, so is it right out here? It is. I'm gonna save just in case. We do have 5-star donuts, but it's only for 6 minutes. So hopefully it's fine. Maybe we can skip this cutscene. Complete your mission? We had to complete our mission. Oh, did we just fight LeBron? How could you be so strong with such a weird attitude? I just don't get it. Sure, she's got a type advantage, but that doesn't explain why I can't ever seem to win. And what's so elite about her anyway? She's totally cheating with those Jacynth zones. Goodness, LeBron. Ah! Weird attitude, cheating? What could you possibly mean by that, hmm? What, is that what you heard? There must be something wrong with your holocaster, Lady Jacynth. I was merely marveling over the sheer aptitude in saying that of your Jacynth zones are totally charming. Hell yeah. I see. My holocaster is to blame, you say? How peculiar. I could have sworn that I heard accusations of a weird attitude and cheating. I was just voicing some minor pent-up grievances, that's all. Nothing that cannot be easily remedied by a rousing Pokemon battle, I assure you. I see. It seems you require further teaching. Hyperspatial Slugfest versus the SBC. Now then, Laban, let us battle. You and my hologram versus my dear carbonated me. Is that agreeable to you, carbonated? Let us begin. Yeah, let's go. Only an elite such as I could allow you to fight up besides and against me simultaneously. So are the Pokemon to be real? Or actually, no, we saw this in the video we just reacted to. Never mind. With a bond by my side, victory is assured. Oh yeah. Maybe a concentrated attack on Lady Jacinth will make it so this never happens. Oh, did you making her, like, concussed? Hell yeah, let's do it. Oh, apparently I'm recording again. Oops, thought that. I run trouble. And I kind of want to all on Jacinth just to make life a little easier. I'll use Protect for cheating. Ow. Missed. It's our responsibility as at least to guide the masses. Hey, yo, let's go. Just going to Sword Stance real quick. Bonk. Rock Slide. Oh, well, it's gonna miss. Oh, so it's only Drew Gouge. So do I one-shot this? Actually, I don't think I one-shot it. Oh no, definitely not, because use Protect. Ow. Oh well. Elbow instead. Sweet. Easy money, easy money. $11,000. I think one Lady Jacinth is more than enough. Even in defeat, I am victorious. Hell yeah. As expected, victory is mine. Now then, Laban, I assume your discontent stems from a dissatisfaction with your current circumstances, yes? Yet for the life of me, I cannot fathom why being around me would cause such unhappiness. As myself, I'm happy with Lady Jacinth. I'm frustrated that I can never defeat you. And that frustration came out in a strange way. I must be more diligent. Oh, and she died. If that is how you feel, then I suppose we shall have to train twice as hard as before. From now on, you could train by battling against me and my hologram, and grow twice as strong. Carbonated, please accept this as a token of my thanks for your help today. Hey, yo, I get more options for the Jacinth dress? Do I get the hair? You get the hair? I recommend adopting my hairstyle to... Oh, let's fucking go. Also, we did not need all that time. Holy shit, dog. We steamrolled things. And there's nothing to explore here, unfortunately. I know that's in the looks. And then, alright, don't I need to go to the... I might be... yeah, I need to go to the... No, I go here. There we go. Oh, no, you do need to go to the fucking barbershop, whatever it's called, the hair salon. I could become Jacinth. I could be Jacinth. I could go pink. But yeah, I need to go to get the... Wait, was I locked on something? No, I'm crazy. Very sweet. Oh, so we got 10k points off. That's not bad. That's pretty good. Yumolga. I'll be real, I thought there was gonna be another Pokemon here. That's one reason why I ran this way. Because since we do got the shiny charm, there's reasons to run by Pokemon. You'll get a cool little shiny Pokemon. We're gonna need 2 more 5-star donuts, it looks like, which is fine. There's no way to get 5-star with that, it looks like. Yeah, you need the expensive berry. Because that gets us 5, but I don't use all our pineapple berries. Damn, 100's not good enough. We needed specifically the 120. There's a pineapple berry here, why not? Okay, that one's cool. That was a whole ass meal. Move power steel, attack power, resistance power water. That's not bad. Hey, we got a whole ass meal out of that. Let's go. Let's make a different donut. What if I do... Well, that's all our charty berries, which I don't want to use all the charty berries. I could do that. What if we use 2 shukas? Okay, that's enough. Because they only give us 100 for flavor power, which is unfortunate. I think I'll do that. Because we are supposed to be getting hella berries from just beating up Staraptor, so that'll be neato. This is power fire, move power grass. Okay. Push defense power, that's not bad. I don't know if that's gonna be all that useful, but we got it. Actually, is there anything else? It doesn't look like it. Actually, no, I do want this marked. God damn it! It looks like it's up top as well.
We must scale the mountain.
And can't I go... Can I actually go all the way up this way? I'm gonna find out. We must do the jungle gym. Yeah. Jungle gym. Do I even need to do the brambles? I think I do. Look out, Pidgey! Okay, never mind. You're very far away. Rare candy, hell yeah, we love rare candy. And I think, cause I was locking onto that smaller one. Does it give us 2? It does, let's go. Alright, time to get in. Let's do a quick save. Just in case. It's probably gonna be a battle. We get hella levels off this though. Do you want to be higher leveled for the Staraptor? We probably don't need it. I think I'd rather have the extra time. We're not gonna... Okay, so let me see. So resistant power fire, move power grass. So that's not gonna be that great into Staraptor. mean, I can see us using these steel moves, because we will be using... I mean, we'll be using Escadrille that much? Probably not. I guess we'll find out. I think having more time for Star Raptors is better, especially since we just saved, so we can always fix that later. Complete your mission. Where do I go? Actually, do I go up? We have spawn next to scaffolding. So I imagine we go up. Alright, whoops, I went the wrong way. Looks like I definitely did. I'll just run out of time because we can't find out where we need to go. Luckily, we saved. Wait a minute. Oh, that's all I want to do. I wanted to jump off. It's actually kind of wild. Like, where are we supposed to go? Actually, wait, that statue could have Ivor next to it. Nope, does not look like it. I'd imagine we need to go up top. Because, what else are we supposed to do? Oh, am I dumb? Oh no, that's the exit. Never mind. Yeah, because that's where we came from. Alright, never mind. I thought we could, like, click on the thing so we can find it faster. Where are we supposed to fucking go? I was like, yeah, I wasn't seeing anything. Is completing the mission just finding a motherfucker? Because it's back to the beginning. What if I go all the way around? Or if I just go up here? Oh, nope, there's Vinny. Dude, you're fucking kidding me. I saw missed Vinny. I definitely should just restart. Because that's very apparent. That's fine, though. That's actually kind of wild. I missed Vinny. Oh, it saves in between. Alright, cool. Oh, he didn't load in. That's why I missed him. Alright, cool. Alright, let's, doesn't he start with a random ass Pokemon? It doesn't matter. Cabinet, how fortunate have you at this particular moment? Here are for a business meeting with one of our regular associates. Stay and observe if you like. Boss, our apologies for the wait. Since this meeting is already running somewhat behind schedule, we'll get right to the point. We've had a look at our finances, and we must say, it feels to us that Concertico isn't paying their fair share for our hyperspace survey work. I see. However, that is a split we agreed upon at the offset, and Concerto Incorporated has provided a fair deal of material support as well as financial. We have also paid for R&D and of additional tools, and have added in the full endeavor. Dude, I'm so bad at reading, dog. I'm struggling. Boss, we do acknowledge and appreciate that support, of course. But at the same time, the number of distortions we had to investigate exceeded all estimates. This undertaking has required far more manpower than we budgeted for. Hard work tires people out, and what better way to show appreciation than a little cash bonus? Noted. However, any chances to the budget, or any changes, the budget would require buy-in from all our stakeholders. It's not something I can just make happen right away. Perfectly understandable for such a major company tasked with the city's redevelopment. Though, we do wish to point out that our investigations were also critical to ensure that you still had a city to redevelop. Now, I understand we all want what's best for Lumia City, but talking's getting us nowhere. Perhaps we should settle this little disagreement with the Pokemon battle. Hyperspatial Slugfest versus the Rust Syndicate. I have no objection. However, allow me to nominate my associate Comedy here. Join me. Let's do this. Yeah, let's go. I admit that my own pride is also a small factor. Kind words are nice and all, but they're not what really motivates people in the end. The boss's reputation's on the line, so don't expect me to hold back. The Rust Syndicate's Corbo and Felipe, let's go, baby. I kind of want to all-in Corbo. But I might have to just go immediately for the throat. There we go. They're going to immediately Mega Evolve, that's fine. Because I think we just Mega and just beam down Skarmory real quick. Cracks Neko. This is boss with Ego boss. I guess I think just my Mega Dragon, it makes sense. I hit Hurricane by mistake. What the fuck? Yeah, whatever. It looks like we still killed Skarmory, so I guess it's fine. Where the fuck did you come from, Grandpa? Oh yeah, nice Draco meter, man. Sculpey, as long as you're with me, I can face any pinch with a smile. Let's go! Oh my god! I'm gonna hurricane that hoe. Ow. That's a lot of damage. Too bad I don't care.
But I don't care. I don't care.
Also, I saw someone pop a like. Thank you. More likes, please.
Feed me. Feed me more likes. Oh, boss, forgive me. Oh, boss. Oh, 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 oh.
That was a worthy battle, Combinated. Oh no, my name card is. I don't care. But a loss is a loss. We'll let the matter of a cost lie for the moment.
Boss, I'll do my part to help the syndicate's finances by tightening my belt, so to speak, reducing personal costs.
And please rest assured that I will work with our stakeholders and iron out our new budget proposal. After all, we are counting on the Rust Syndicate to carry out these investigations for us. Yeah. Guess I'll dip in my personal savings a bit to make up for the shortfall on our side. Yeah, you know Corbo's rich. Richest guy in the city, it's gotta be. You deserve a special bonus as well, Carbonated.
Hey, yo, give me... Oh,
We get the suit and tie. Suit and tie. You can even get your hair done like mine at the salon these days. Go nuts, kid. What if I don't wanna? Vinny, my friend. Hope we can both continue to do our best to make Lumios a fine city. The kind crowds visit and send money in. Hell yeah. I couldn't agree more. That is why we at Concerto Incorporated all hope to nurture a collaboration with the Rust Syndicate. 20,000 schmeckles. I probably didn't need to reset, I'll be real. I probably could have just like talked to Vinny and been fine. But yeah. Oh yeah, dude, straight up. Yeah, Vinny, yeah, he's sitting down now, but Vinny I guess just didn't load in. That's insane. Oh, well. Get me the fuck out of here. Get me out, get me out, get me out. And I have one more donut for Staraptor. Neato. Staraptor. I like how it's like covered up, like we're not supposed to know what it is. I think we could figure out what that guy's supposed to be. But actually, I dropped Crunch. I'd probably do Sword Stance. Actually, don't I get Rock Slide? I get Earthquake, I got Rock Tomb. That's like neutral though, I don't really see a point. Probably fine with Cream, which will probably be running a lot of cream. This was also fine. We're not using Song like at all. We might use Simone, but I think I still keep Ironhead. The issue is just like he kind of is neutral to Rock. I could Stealth Rock. Low key, Stealth Rock might not be a bad idea. Try that out, see what happens. Fuck it. And we run Flip Turn instead of U-Turn. We keep Ice Beam. I keep Water Shuriken. And I could either do Ice Punch, or I can do I definitely don't want a Dark Pulse. Oh yeah, Side Shock. There we go. Should be good. We'll fly to Zone 8 because I think that would be closer. Oh, it's all the way over there. Actually, I should just go through here. What if I run into a shiny Pokemon? Oh damn, that's a Alpha Drillbur. Let's go. No shinies. I'm upset. What's the point of the shiny charm? It doesn't fucking work. What's the point? Okay. That's really good timing. Oh my god, that's incredible. What's the point of shiny charm if it doesn't work? Immediately finds a shiny. Oh man, that's funny. Maybe it was Pidgey. So it's not the craziest shiny in the world, but that's cool. That's neato. Shiny Pidgey. It's a medium. Bro's lonely. Oh man, that feels good. It feels really good, actually. So like, we couldn't have gotten like a shiny Gibble. Then again, we would have lost it probably. Let's be real. We would have missed out on shiny Gibble. Actually, I do want to check how many Mega Shards I got. 999. Okay, so no more breaking Mega Shards. After this, we'll need to get some of the what's its face. TMs. There we go. TMs. Yeah. I do want to save just in case. Just in case. That's so wild. The shot, like I was just talking about. Oh hey, why does the shiny charm not work? What's the point of having a shiny charm doesn't work? Immediately shiny Pidgey. It's just that's funny. Not the greatest shiny in the world. Not the craziest, but it's still funny. So this is not gonna be the best donut ever, right? But you know we get plus 150 levels, so we should be higher level than this Staraptor. If I'd assume. I'd assume we'd be high level than Staraptor. Also, is it just us, or do we get everyone else with us? It might just be us. It looks like it's just us fighting Staraptor.
Mega Staraptor.
It's definitely just us. Okay, at least do decent damage. Got a nice whiff. Damn, we only got little tiny ones and you're immediately running around again? Luckily we do have the power of healing items. Why are you trying to hit Whiskers, dog? Leave my mans alone. Whoops. There we go. Cannot hit me. Cannot hit me. Cannot hit me. Ooh, you suck. You suck. You can't hit shit. You can't hit shit. Can't hit nothing, can't hit nothing. Isn't this like when you Brave Birds? Oh, never mind, he's just kicking again. Did he run into his own thing? It looked like he did. Imagine, I thought it was gonna be like a lot harder. I'll be real, man. Ow. I want to get those mega balls, but I don't think it's happening. Oh, we got a couple. Oh, yeah. I do want to heal our guy a little bit more. There we go. That's insane. How dare you dodge? He goes off the fucking edge. Let's go! What's a bigger what looks to be Focus Blast? I never figured out what that move even was. This thing's clearly not a special attacker. Dragon, can we move like a smidgen faster, man? Here we go. Ow. Barely got him. That's crazy. We barely got him. Oh no, he's dead. Hell yeah. Let's go, baby. We get 10,000 points off that. That's pretty good. Sort of a goodies came from the gold bonus. Let's go. You're not gonna show me what they are? It'd be cool. We got a Culver Berry? And a Habon Berry. Alright, cool. Shiny Alpha, we gotta get one. You ain't getting shit. Now, would it have been better to go through the battle zones over that? I don't know. Probably not. Look at bro digging. I'll be real, I ran around because I was hoping to get a shiny Pokemon. I'll keep it stack. But only 40k more, so we only gotta do that 4 more times, which I think we can reasonably do. Like, honestly, if we can make it Heatran, then I think we can just, like, speedrun it, you know? Because will like killing time make it suddenly become like a new thing? Like will it let like spawning the guy, or do I need to do a bunch of tasks first? I think it's oh wait. I can't tell what that's supposed to be. I'll keep a look. I could go in. I could save, then hop in, then hop out. That could be something I do. Yeah, and I think I will just do that. Oh wait, no, I don't have a donut. I need a donut first. Whoops. Ancha's donuts. That's 150? Okay. They are in fact better berries. We did get more acid berries, which is good. But yeah, so I don't think it's even worth bringing the shukas at all, unfortunately. You try that, see what happens. This seems like a very balanced berry of donuts. Actually, doesn't it save by the time we're going in? Ooh, maybe that's a bad idea. Maybe what I'm doing is a bad idea. Item power, berries, move power, normal, speed power 1. Alright, cool. Because I was just talking about Heatran. Is that Heatran or is that Absol? Might be Absol. We're googling this. I guess I need to look up silhouettes. No, I don't want to learn how to evolve Capsicid. What the hell, Google? What the hell am I looking at? This is not helpful. Oh, is this Pidgeot? This could be fucking Pidgeot. Actually, is Pidgeot in this game? Like a Pidgeot? I don't even remember. I think I just say, fuck it, we ball and just go in. What fucking mega is that? we're gonna change our moves around a little bit. NK evolution. Oh, Malamar? Is it Malamar? That might be Malamar. You might be onto something. But then again, I feel like that'd be more Bulbous, would it not? Am I crazy? I could see that being Malamar, though. I could definitely see that being Malamar. You might be onto something. And if it ends up being Malamar, then Song should probably be enough. But I think we do run U-turn. Still. And definitely run Darkness. Alright, let's dive right on into Cubberberry. That's actually camera ups. Okay, I mean, that's why our sets are kind of probably still fine. Dude, I would be really bad at who's that Pokemon Silhouette Edition? Holy shit. Spherical Meteor. I should have SD'd first, actually. That's pretty good damage. Fire moves, let's go. And that's really good damage. God damn. Really should see that coming. BSD on him. At all. That's also not what I wanted to do at all. What the fuck, man? Ow. So we are in fact going to full restore that. Liquidation! Outrage! Okay, I need this guy to be stopping so agile. Like, actually, I need this guy to stop being so agile. There we go. Easy stuff. You just gave my life. Oh, yeah. Like, honestly, we did not need a lot of time. Like, at all. What a shuriken. Ding, 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 ding. Assortment of goodies. We got an assortment of goodies. And we got a lot of stuff there. Alright, before we do anything else, we should definitely go over here, because in case you did not know, this little nook and cranny right here you get some sick-ass TMs. I actually do want to go in here and get like a shiny chest pin. Oh, I forgot that'd be really funny. I didn't hear any twinkle sounds, so it appears it's not happening. Nope. Worth a shot. There's hella gassy here. What the hell? And we are going to go for like 100% because I do want all these TMs just in case. But it is unfortunate that we can't carry more than 199 shards. Like that it do be kind of bullshit. So you effectively can only get like one, maybe, or we can only get like two, maybe three TMs, but typically it's only gonna be two at a time. Okay, if this guy doesn't leave me alone, is this Gassy still gonna chase me? Oh, no, he's given up. Also, what are you doing, man? What? Was it because he was running to the bush at the same time? That doesn't make no sense. That's funny. Oh, we're going to kill some time. I'll need to make another donut, but at least figure out what we need in order to compete and shit. That's cool. We get previous megas. I didn't know we were going to get the previous megas for these rogue megas. I'll be real. What am I looking at? Genuinely, what the fuck am I looking at? Oh damn, that's actually kinda cool. You get hella ghost types. We get Zubat here? Hell yeah. But yeah, we're going to try to take on this rogue mega, I think. I just don't know what that is. I just don't know what the fuck's supposed to be. These give 150, that's crazy. Because like, what if I do that, right? And then I do one of these Haban berries, right? That gets us 3-star instantly. So then I can do this. Oh, that's barely not enough, though. Damn. I guess it's 5. It just sucks that we aren't getting very many duplicates. Hold on, what is this? It only gives 100. Because, like, we probably don't need to be using these super crazy berries into some of these megas. But I think we can stick to 5-star for this go. We probably go throwing a 4-star berry into, like, some of these guys. Ba-ba-ba-da-bum. Item power treasure. Mega power charging. That's gonna be nice. Catching power rock. I mean, that's not gonna be that great. Mega power charging is gonna be good, though. Low-key, it's giving me Mewtwo vibes, but I don't think we can get Mewtwo. Actually, what I should look up is the Rogue Mega Evolutions. Hold on. Rogue Mega Evolutions. Let's see. It's clearly not Absol. It's clearly not Slowbro. It's not Camerupt. We already did Camerupt. It could be Victor Bell, but I don't think it's Victor Bell. I don't think it's Beedrill. Definitely not Halucha. Bayonet? Maybe. Probably not. It Good. I don't think it's gonna be Mawile. Not Barbarical, not Ampharos. I don't think it's Frostlass. I think it's Altaria. It could be Venusaur. Probably not, though. I don't think it's Dragonite. I wanted to turn off for some reason. Not Starmie, it's fucking... Actually, because we did encounter Megas during the final quote-unquote arc of the game. I don't think it's any of them either. What's this even supposed to be? I don't even know. I don't even fucking know. I think this is a situation where you just say fuck we ball, I suppose. Because I have no idea what the hell it's supposed to be, like, at all. At fucking all. Also, is that, like, up top? That may be up top. Oh, no, it's actually really close. Also, hella Vivillons. Love Vivillon. None of them are shiny. What the hell, man? No shiny Vivillon? Bullshit. Ow. Yeah, so I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to be. Watch it actually be Mewtwo. Like it says, Ayo dog, Mewtwo Y. I mean, like, if anything's be a Malamar, I could see this one being Malamar, low-key. But, I think... Did I save? I'm gonna save again, just in case. We're making pretty solid progress on this hyperspace survey point as well. What? Oh, I hit boxes, that's why. Alright, let's, get it. Hopefully we get hella items from the, Pokeball. Oh, it is Mawile. Damn. I don't think I'm prepared for Mawile. We're gonna find out. Oh, wait, I got hella fire type moves actually. What am I talking about? Ow, damn. Okay, there's a cat meow outside my door, and it's not the opportune time for this to be happening. Oh, hell yeah, let's go. Also, this part might actually be kind of bullshit. So what if I do this? So yeah, we save the Mega Charge, don't we? Let's see the SD real quick. There we go. Oh, Mawa uses the Sword Stance as well. Alright. Orbs again. Actually, I think I'm gonna heal my guy while we got the moment. Might as well. Hydro Shrimp, you good enough, man? Not quite full, but that's fine. Ow. Oh shit, there's homing guys, that's right. Come on. It's just like bashing buttons at this point. Because this is Mala, she's not like really moving around all much. This girl kind of deals with it just fine. There we go. Easy stuff. Go get him. A bunch of goodies. That's not really goodies. Also, we had item power, so I wonder if we get more berries. We're gonna find out. More berries, more berries, more berries, more berries. I felt like that was less than the last one. That's kind of fine. That's kind of fine. And we do need to, in fact, deal with these guys on the way and stuff, just so we can actually get our boys. Hurricane Ho. Oh, so we can get a Alolan Meow. That's neat. But we are in fact going to go to a bench and snooze. Actually, let me double check. Dude, 2 more and we can take on Crazy Legendary. Let's go. Okay, well that's Venusaur. You don't have to tell me twice. That one's clearly Venusaur. We have a very clear sight to it as well. That guy's still there. If we can get firepower, that'd be great. It's Pikachu! I agree. What if I do bam, 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 bam? I could do that. Or I could be smarter with my berries. It's like this thing being 150 does leave a lot of wiggle room for like, so we can probably get away with like running a couple 300s. Like that. And then... yeah, something like that. Might need to farm berries coming up. Low key. So this gives better level boost. This gives better calories. I think I'd rather have more calories. Yeah, I can get away with being... actually... we need the 3 levels. I don't think 3 and fails under is going to matter that much. I think having more calories makes more sense. Might need to grind out some berries, actually. December 27th? What happens on December 27th? Bob Day Fever. Catch Power, Psychic, Resistant Power, Rock, Counter Power. Okay, well this isn't that great to Venusaur, but full ball, I guess. If something happened December 27th I don't know about. And I know it's the day after Kwanzaa. Oh, I need to fix my moves for Venusaur. Venusaur. Hey, I'm going the wrong direction. Psych, that's the wrong number type shit. We do want Charizard out. Wait, actually, hold on. Am I crazy? Oh no, it's that way. Okay, now I was just looking at the map wrong. Never mind. Yeah, 'cause I can just fly across that way. Wait, is it in a zone? Okay, what the hell, map? No, but I should go over to that way. Make things a little cleaner. You can react to SMG4. Thank you for everything. And I were to explain it. What? I'm not following. I might be being stupid, but you can react to SMG4. Thank you for everything. And that's where it's not a joke. I mean, like, I'm just failing to understand what the fuck you're even saying. I'm like, do be careful with me. I'm a trifle bit stupid. Oh, I thought that was a Smoliv for a second. I was like, how the fuck did they get out? How do they breach containment? Containment? Because, like, what is SMG4? We're gonna Google something real quick. That's what I'm guessing. SMG4 is a channel. Oh, I've seen this. Okay, I know who this guy is. Yeah, they're like a big old animation channel. I never watched them as a kid, but I know they exist. Cross my heart and hope the fly stick a cupcake in my eye. That was a little funny. I appreciate you, but it's not my shtick. You know, there wouldn't really be a reason for me to react to it other than like, oh, hey, free video content. Which, by the way, it would not be free video content. Like, which is like all power to people who like it. I'm not judging anything or anything, right? You know, only it's not my cup of tea. Because I've just seen like clips on like Twitter and everything. Me reacting to it, just I wouldn't have anything to add. You know, I was like, haha, that's probably funny, or oh, it's probably goofy. That's just not something I want to do. You know, I want to be able to like at least add some value to whatever's going on. Honestly, I'd probably just say fuck it, only run Charizard. I think Charizard's just going to solo. Because what other reason would I have to run anything else? Charizard solos. I don't know if we get the 70,000 points tonight, but we at least take out Venusaur. It just depends if we can make another 5-star donut. Reasonably. Now, SMG4 might not care if I react to his stuff, right? But, like, I want to be able to add something, you know? I want there to be a reason to react to something, you know? Like, we just did a reaction earlier, and I was able to add a good chunk, you know? Like, I want to say I 2x'd this video link, I think. So, like, I at least was able to add something. That's just me. I appreciate you, but that's just me. I should have ran Flamethrower so we'd be able to attack a little faster. Oh, that's super Bullet Seed. I don't care about the bramble. Stop doing that. we had thick fat in this game, I'd be throwing so hard. We're a mega, what the fuck, man? Uh-oh. I thought I dodged in time, but I just didn't. Ow. Hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. He's cheating, he's using poisoning moves. He's using chemical warfare. There we go. Easy money, dog. Easy money. Let's go. I catch the Venusaur, man. We just got more like of the bigger berries. That's always a W. Nothing spawned here. I think we can find a shiny Eevee. Watch me get a shiny Eevee. Watch this shit. That's an odd to know. Fairies are having fun though. Let them go. So it did not appear there were EVs spawning. They don't look like they have spawned. So this is when I get out of here and never look back. Worth a shot. That would be kind of sweet though. If we did in fact run into a shiny, that'd be kind of sweet. I don't care about you. I mean, like, I should be able to do one more if we have like decent luck with the donuts. I think I'll do that. Oh, that's hella alpha Pokemon. There's a bunch of them. Oh, these are shiny Pidgeys. They're not cool. That Fletchley's just chilling. We're just chilling. I'm just kind of running around because I just really it would just be hype as shit. It would be like a shiny Pokemon that just like spawned in front of me right about now. It'd be cool if there was a shiny Pokemon that spawned in front of me right about now. It'd be cool if there was a shiny Pokemon spawning in front of me right now. Oh my gosh, shiny Hippowdon. It'd be cool if there was a shiny Pokemon spawning in front of me right now. Does not appear as conditionally Pokemon. This doesn't, you know. Well, Squirtle's gone, so maybe something else spawned in its place. Does not appear to be unfortunate. Alright, back to the actual scheduled program. It's like, if we get like a really easy mega, then I for sure want to do it tonight. Otherwise, I might just save it tomorrow. Joy first, Joy. I don't want that. Let's see. Did it not? Oh no, there it is. I just missed it. That's Tyranitar. Okay, so Tyranitar's not the easiest thing in the world. We can definitely cheese the hell out of that. Escadrille Cry, just bully him a little bit. If we get good luck with these berries, then I for sure will do it right now. Otherwise, I might just save it for tomorrow because I might need to grind more berries. Yeah, it just sucks that these, like, berries that aren't hyper are just kind of, like, irrelevant now. But oh well. 'Cause I need at least one 150, right? To make this work. That's the last Charty Berry? Damn, we've been going through Charty Berries. It does give us 5-star. Yeah, we need to grind out berries coming up. Because I'd imagine we probably need to do this again to get the other legendary, but I could be mistaken. Item power coins, that's not crazy. Mega power conservation is nice though. Move power ice is terrible, but we're not gonna be using that to Tyranitar. Yeah, I think we say fuck and we take on Tyranitar. Because that's gotta be Mega Tyranitar. If it's not Mega Tyranitar, I'd be very upset. We drop Ice Fang for Brick Break just in case. Keep Liquidation, keep Outrage, because Outrage is free damage. We're not using Cream at all. We can drop Rock Slide for Mega Horn. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I could also, instead of Mega Horn, I mean, we get the plus move, though. That's the thing. We get plus moves off this. So I think it would matter if we... I think the quad damage would probably just be more efficient. Because we still have Drill Run for plus moves, I guess. Song is probably fine as is. Chrono... I think we, instead of Ice Beam, we Flip Turn. Actually, no, instead of Dark Pulse, we Flip Turn. And instead of Ice Beam, we Brick Break. We could also run Surf, but I think this is fine. We're not gonna be using Whiskers, let's be real. Yeah, I think we're good to go. Not crazy, we did in fact make a donut, right? We did, let's go. Oh, and also that's pretty decent calorie. I think that will give us enough time to deal with Mega Tyranitar. And I do want to break this real quick since we're here, break that. All right, cool. I think we always lead Escadrille. Excadrill. Because I think Excadrill's going to be just be able to run into him just better. Alright, let's go. Wait, how many minutes is that? 5 minutes? Okay, that's plenty of time. Honestly, that might be too much time. I was correct, Mega T-Tar. Oh my gosh, I'm so crazy, I'm so good. Actually, I probably should SD first. So we don't have to waste a turn, what we're doing anyway. Oh no, you crunched me? Man. Whatever will I do? We stabbed through that motherfucker. No, you get back here. I didn't say you can run. I didn't hear no fucking bell. What's the matter, Tyrant? What's the matter? What's the matter? What's the matter? What's the matter? Where are you going? That's true. We're doing pretty good. Estrel's kind of putting in that work. Good work. Estrel might actually go down. That's fortunate. Yeah, I think it's just worth waiting for the max revive, so we're gonna do that. Actually, what if I just do this? Lunge. Huge life. Take a drain. Lunge. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Bro will not leave me alone. Ow. Now all of a sudden you want to do a ton of damage. Good shit, man. There we go. Some stuff. He's just sleeping. He's just sleeping. Now give us decent berry. An assortment of goodies. An assortment of goodies. Great work out there. Thanks to you completing the survey task, we've completed some leaps in our analysis. Piece of cake. Guess the survey stuff could come second nature to you now. Eh? TOS doesn't mess around. Would you, maybe a Nueve Cafe? I've got a few things that'd be easier to discuss in person. Main Nueva Cafe at Centrico Plaza, that is. Don't go blowing up my phone asking where I am from one of your little side trucks.
Yeah.
I think those are pretty decent berries. So he's right there. Very, very close. Very, very close. But we're not gonna do that right now. We're actually gonna save the game. We're gonna call it for this stream. We'll do that next time. Because I don't know if we're gonna need 1 donut or 2 donuts. I imagine we need 1 donut for whoever we take on first. Then we'll probably do another survey. Maybe not. Maybe it's back to back. Who fucking knows? Yeah, thank you guys for watching. That's it, running right there. I just say goodbye. Bye. Bye. We'll be back at it again tomorrow. I just say goodbye. Bye. Goodbye. 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 Bye. Bye. Goodbye. Bye. Bye. Goodbye. Goodbye. Bye. Bye. What the hell, OBS? End.